I've got lots of fond summer memories. Road trips, family barbecues, lazy days that probably won't come around again. A big part of those memories are summer movie blockbusters. Not just any old flick plastered on the silver screen. I'm talking the big dogs, the blockbusters. Movies like Jurassic Park, Independence Day, Men in Black, Spider-Man, and The Dark Knight. You know, the movies you're always happy to see like 25-cent wing night at the Slippery Saddle. You know what I'm talking about. Good times, good times. Movies have felt different for a while now. A certain distance has formed between me and the theater experience. For lack of a better word, they felt hollow lately, uninspired, tedious even. Like bumping into someone you went to school with and they're still prattling on about that one time, blah, 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 and all you can do is signal the bartender to make whatever you're drinking a double and to send it ASAP. That's the feeling I left the theater with after wrapping up with what could quite possibly be the most unwanted, unnecessary, unsatisfying remake, reboot, reimagining, sequel of all time. I Know What You Did Last Summer. That's it, that's the title. No number, no slick caption, absolutely no effort to delineate this lukewarm can of rancid cat food from the 1997 original film, starring a cast of photogenic Zoomers whose names I already can't remember, and backed up by actors nobody seeing this thing have ever heard of, who just happen to carry all the best scenes of this certified time waster every step of the way. The premise is a slightly re-rolled update of the original. You've got your group of young adults acting like buttholes, accidentally causing the death of a random passerby. They make a somewhat dubious moral decision and then have to live with the consequences. 1 year later, title card. The year later part plays out like you'd expect. Someone gets the note. No, not that one, but that definitely couldn't have hurt. And then one by one, a killer in the familiar fisherman slicker and wielding the infamous hook starts snagging our Timu Scooby Squad until, ta-da! Scheduled obligatory killer identity twist takes place. Now, I've decided ahead of time I wouldn't spoil that particular detail. It's your money, I can't judge you, but you deserve the same grade of coarse sandpaper anal wiping I had to tolerate. The problem with I Know 2025 is that everything feels empty right from the beginning. The main characters all feel like sterilized, safe, inoffensive versions of the cast from the 97 version. There's no fight in any of them. Besides Teddy, and even he feels like an after-school special version of Ryan Phillippe's super aggressive, way too comfortable choking the women around him's Barry. The fictional town of Southport feels empty of any character as well. There's no tension built in the setting, especially throughout the middle act, and that includes what should have been a creepy sequence in a night-lit cemetery. The best I Know 2025 had to offer up were several characters staring into dark windows for minutes at a time before having the fisherman appear behind them or cheat the audience with a fake jump scare. The violence is hit or miss as well, with several death scenes happening off camera or involving characters merely stumbling onto the aftermath of the fisherman's wet work. For Christ's sakes, you had the R rating. Give the man his damn screen time. But ultimately, the biggest problem with I Know 2025 is that it botches entirely the morality tale that underpins the original story. The kids in this one caused the accident, yes, but immediately call rescue services. They didn't bother taking a few extra stabs at finishing off their version of old Ben Willis. This lack of murderous intent completely dilutes their eventual drifting off and breakups. The undermining of the morality tale goes even a level deeper when a certain character is allowed to miraculously survive. You'll get to the end, you'll see what I'm talking about. If I'm coming away with anything positive from this solo car wreck, it's that it was nice to see several of the OG cast members back on screen. They were utilized well, especially in one particular dream sequence that I also won't spoil, and they made a very ballsy creative decision with one of them in the end. Ballsy, but there was an even ballsier move to make, and one I believe would have had people talking in horror circles for years. If you wind up sitting for the whole rotten thing, stay through for the first half of the credits at least. There is an additional surprise cameo that sets up a sequel that's got an even slimmer chance of happening than in Ironheart Season 2. But at the end of the reel, I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025 is a forgettable mess of paint-by-number structure and pacing. There's nothing new here, and it comes off as being even less than its parent film. While the original movie often got the label of being a Scream clone or a copycat, I Know 2025 comes across as a flawed copy of a copy, trying too hard and too late to capitalize on the Jenna Ortega-led Scream revival. Nobody stands out, there's no memes, no memorable one-liners, and sadly, no fun to be had.